Okay.
Our newly replaced windshield is now leaking on us in a rainstorm.
We're Mike and Debbie Kelley of Kelley's Outdoor Adventures, the RV Drifters. We became empty nesters and decided to hit the road to see all 50 states. We travel willy-nilly style, and by that I mean in our F250 truck we call Willy, and our RV sports truck travel trailer we call Nilly. It's not always fun. You can come along and watch our adventures as we learn the ins and outs of RV camping. You can follow our adventures on both YouTube and Rumble. On YouTube, we are Kelley's Outdoor Adventures, and on Rumble, we are the RV Drifters. And we're living life on our terms. In our last video, we left Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, and continued east.
Continuing on to our boondocking site.
Like right here, I don't think two people could pass.
No. I hope we don't meet anybody. It is raining, but that'll be okay.
We continued up this mountain road looking for our boondocking site for the night. And just a few minutes later, the weather took a turn for the worse.
Okay. Our newly replaced windshield is now leaking on us in a rainstorm in Montana.
So this is the first rain we've had since we had the windshield installed in Spokane. Clearly not sealed good enough to withhold water, and that's not just a little bit of water.
I'm afraid it's already
That's a massive amount of water coming in there. I'm thinking we just need to start right now.
well.
When the rain lightened up a bit, we decided to turn around and head back down the mountain because the roadway was deteriorating.
Worse than it was when we came up.
Well, this is all washing out. We're having to drive with this contraption so the water leaking doesn't get on our CarPlay or any of our electronics there. And we're coming back down out of this predicament we got ourselves into. But Debbie found a campground at the bottom of this hill. I don't remember seeing all these rocks that were out in the road when we came through, when we came up the first time.
We pulled into Beavertail Hill State Park. This particular state park has no check-in area. You're supposed to find the camp host and to kind of check in with them. And we found the camp host spot. There was nobody there. So we just drove around and found an empty spot and set up.
Check it out. They have teepee rentals. And we're actually in a teepee or RV site. So this is our teepee with nothing in it. That's it's carpeted. That's actually pretty cool. We'll cover that back over. And here's our site. So site 25 in whatever state park this is. We'll put it right there. But 50 amp service. StarLink's up doing its thing. We are level. I'll put that away and we'll get set up. So this was kind of an unplanned campground spot. We were going up to look at a boondocking spot when the rains hit and the windshield kind of caught us off guard. So at this point, and we'll turn around this way. Look at the mountains. Look at that. That's our view out our would be living room table. So anyway, yep.
And the next morning, we hit the road.
Let's go. Now turn right to join the highway.
So last night's boondocking spot didn't really work out. It was not conducive to larger rigs. It started raining, and our windshield replacement from the 10th failed on the 13th when the first rain we hit. We had rain coming in up here on all over the electronics. So we ended up staying at Beavertail Hill State Park. It was $34 a night, and we had 50 amp electric. It was good. And we're heading today to Quebec, Montana, to a GPS coordinate for another boondocking spot. We're hoping this one works out a little better. Anything you'd like to say this morning?
No, the windshield was kind of a bummer.
We're getting it fixed in Rapid City, South Dakota when we get there. So we have a bucket in here. If it starts raining again, we've got a bucket and a towel that we'll throw up around it to keep it off all the electronics, because everything was freaking out yesterday when it was getting wet.
Yeah, last night for no reason at all, 2 different occasions, the horn started blowing.
The alarm went off on the truck.
And we think it might have had something to do with the moisture in the water getting in this.
So, beautiful Montana drive today through the mountains. This is a rather mountainy area, and so RV Trip Wizard, we looked at elevation drops last night. We're going up to 6,000 feet today and drop up and down between 6,000 and 2,000 feet pretty much the whole day. So Mike will be driving us through that with tow haul mode on, and that's what our day will look like. Driving into Butte, Montana, we have mountains in front of us, and that looks like Butte over there. Right up there on the mountain, way up there, is Our Lady of the Rockies statue. It was put there to overlook Butte at 8,000 feet. And it is placed there for all women, especially mothers, it says. So, neat. Interesting landscape. We are still on our 5-mile descent. It's a little hairy through here, but beautiful landscape.
Apparently beef burgers must be a really good place to eat here in town.
At 1:30 on a Wednesday.
Yeah, 1:30 on a Wednesday. Is this Bozeman?
No.
What is this?
Livingston.
Livingston,
Oh,
Montana. There's Yellowstone River. That was the second time or the third time we crossed this. At least the second. This has been 5-6 hours on the road. This is one of our longer days. Still got probably an hour to go. Montana, I don't know, an hour outside of Billings on I-90. and just did a quick refrigerator check, and refrigerator is still working great for us. Cold. We're running it off of the solar's still bringing in over 300. We only need what, 284 to 290 to keep the refrigerator powered, and Elmer's doing well, so it's another win. It's corn. We haven't seen corn planted in ages on both sides of the road.
It was too early in the day, so we passed over our boondocking spot and continued on our journey.
Kind of does look like a refinery of some sort, doesn't it? Nothing on any of the tanks promoting any of whatever it is. I would think some type of a petroleum, whether it be natural gas or regular, I don't know. Still on I-90, we're coming out of Billings, Montana, and I-90's kind of taking a turn south and heading down towards Sheridan, Wyoming, but this is just outside of Billings on I-90 east. Big Valley.
We seemed to be making pretty good time, and we drove past the exit where our planned boondocking stop was. I believe it was a big parking lot kind of adjacent to a Love's truck stop, so it wasn't going to be a glamorous stay, but we kept going, and Debbie set new sights.
This is southern Montana. We're about 30 miles from crossing into Wyoming. Very pretty up here. Big valley down there. Montana did not disappoint, but we are leaving you today and heading to Wyoming. That's a lot of brown bales out there.
Okay, sun's going down.
We made a quick stop to check the refrigerator on the solar, and the sun was going down, so we switched it over to propane for the remainder of the drive today. And it was a nice chance to stretch our legs. After driving past two previous boondocking spots, Debbie found this place.
All right, so we are here in Sheridan, Wyoming at an Eagles Lodge. We're set up in the parking lot. Boy, I love the eagles and the elks. This is the way to go, guys. And the elks, they generally charge. The eagles, it's generally a donation. We donated 20 bucks and got a nice little parking spot. Now, you'll hear a little bit of noise here. Once we get inside and we put on either the air conditioner or the fan, we hear nothing outside, so we're set. From the Eagles Lodge in Sheridan, good night, everybody. Okay, so we're leaving Sheridan this morning, Sheridan, Wyoming, and we're heading down to Rapid City, South Dakota. It should be about a 4.5–5 hour drive with the RV because we'll go a little bit slow. But nice stay here. We stayed at the Eagles Lodge, number 186, and boondock right here. So nice.
Neat train, Burlington route. This is Sheridan, Wyoming. We spent the night at the Eagles, and we're heading to the Elks. There's a theme. In Rapid City for tonight, and some hookups because it's getting warmer. But last night it got pretty cool. We ended up shutting our windows in the middle of the night, so it was a pretty good stop.
Had a nice surprise here at this Maverick gas station. They have a dump station.
After coming off a night of boondocking, it was nice to find a dump station, an unexpected dump station right on I-90.
This is probably one of the best laid out RV friendly gas stations I've ever seen. Maverick in Gillette, Wyoming. If you can see the little Maverick sign there. But RVs come around. They've got gas back here where the trucks are, which is cool. They've got you swing right around. They got the dump station. Everything is set nicely. This is definitely a win. I don't know what exit number this is. I want to say it's like 129, but I'll try to remember to stick that in the where we're at here. But Maverick, Gillette, Wyoming, for the win. We've been seeing these train cars loaded on trains loaded with coal for the last 2 days. And I think we're coming up on where they're loading. The way when you're driving, the landscape just keeps changing and changing and changing. In Wyoming, you see a lot of snow fences on both sides of the roads. All right, goodbye Wyoming, and we're 3 miles. We're going to cross into South Dakota.
Just inside the western edge of South Dakota is South Dakota's National Cemetery.
We're at the Elks Lodge in Rapid City, South Dakota.
What's up is down, what's left is right.
You guys will want to tune in next week. A lot happens while we're hanging out here in Rapid City. The Elks Lodge and campground here is pretty awesome in and of itself.
So here we are in Rapid City at Safe Light Auto.
We'll walk you through the repair or the re-repair of Willy's windshield.
We are here at the Black Hills Motor Speedway. Check it out.
And I get to do some fun things while we're in Rapid City. And of course, we'll have to check out Mount Rushmore. We see it in the daytime and we go back to watch the night ceremony. And we'll check out some of the area's other attractions as well. And of course, thank you everybody for watching. And as always, and until next time, cheers everybody.